Welcome to QIC-EY Now. No opportunity wasted for making moments matter for children and youth. We are exploring the competency, build trusting relationships, and we're starting right now. Spending time with children and youth as they explore their hopes, dreams, and fears can be transformational. To achieve this transformation, child welfare professionals need to keep showing up and to stay flexible. Meeting children and youth where they are is essential. But what does this really mean? Let's hear an example from Leslie Cohen, Project Director for Spalding for Children.
When I reflect on building trusting relationships, it reminds me of a family that was a part of my caseload when I was doing casework in child welfare. I started seeing a family in the fall. They had a little boy and a little girl. The boy was, I would say, in his tween years. And each time I came, I brought an activity. And time after time, we'd sit around, we'd hang out, we'd talk, we'd do this activity. And I could see that over time, he became more comfortable with me, just the level of conversation, his willingness to pick an activity to do. We just had grown and started to develop a bond. As fall turned to winter and winter turned to spring, we had a lot more options for activities. We had spent most of the winter in the house, and now like a whole host of things were options because the weather was better. And I could tell, like, all of a sudden he became really uncomfortable with the idea of talking about what we were going to do, and that was a change in behavior. So let go, and the next time I came back, we were having like the same discussion, and I could feel the same discomfort, and I could, like, it was on like the tip of his tongue to like let it out. So I gave him some space. And in that moment, he like shared this fear that he had. Like he really wanted to go outside. He like felt this strong pull to like go do something fun. But he was a little worried about like how did he explain his relationship with me, right? This white woman walking with this black kid around the neighborhood was certainly going to draw attention where he lived, and he just didn't feel like letting everybody know that I was his caseworker. And so, it felt great. He was confident to be able to share that fear with me. And we had built up enough of a relationship over time that he trusted that we could work through that together and figure out a way to articulate who I was that made him comfortable as well as me comfortable, because we sort of were both concerned about the element of, I'll put it in quotes, lying to the community. And we were able to really work together to come to a result that worked for both of us, but I think more importantly exhibited the trusting relationship that we were able to build over time and extended into other even more important areas of his life.
Now that we've heard an example, let's wrap this up with some things you can do to build a trusting relationship right now. When working with children and youth, plan and be prepared to participate with them in activities, games, or play, because these can promote relationship building. The relationships that you build with children and youth will create a foundation for your work together. When visiting children and youth, focus on developing your relationships with them instead of checking off the tasks of your job. If you can build trusting relationships effectively, the responsibilities of your job will become easier to accomplish. Leverage the relationships that you have built with children and youth to create opportunities for them to use their own voices safely. Show that you care by listening and learning about what might be troubling them. Investing in the development of trusting relationships with them will produce opportunities to partner with them when addressing the issues that they will likely face over time. Now is the time to build more trusting relationships and to make moments matter for children and youth. The QIC-EY is 100% funded by the Administration for Children and Families of the United States Department of Health and Human Services.